Welcome, Freedom Hero. Let me ask you a question. Are you in that situation that you know you should create and publish content consistently, but you don't really know how to do it? In that case, keep watching or listening, because in this episode I will tell you about the 7-step content framework we use that helped us to get close to 200,000 video views and a lot of leads so far. And you will learn how you can use the same framework in your lead generation and marketing automation. My name is István Boydasó, and this is the 47 Marketing Show. Let's get started with the big picture. The truth is that consistent content creation and publishing takes a lot of time and work. Because of that, the framework is based on a couple of key principles to get things done without you needing to spend your entire life on content creation and publishing, and to save time and money in this process. And these key principles is the first one is repurposing content. So basically creating videos and photos, and based on those creating various different content assets, different videos, different images, podcast, blog post, emails, various different content assets. And the next key principle, the second key principle, is automation, automating as many things as possible through this process to save time and money on it. And the third key principle is using a team, using your own content team to basically do those things that are not possible to automate yet. And the fourth principle is processes, using processes to make sure that everything goes smooth, everything goes fast, everything happens on time, your team knows what to do, how to do it, and to get the expected results. Okay, so let's jump into the first step of the framework, which is called idea box. Because one of the most annoying things that can happen when you need to come up with an idea for content, that your mind goes blank. You're staring at an empty page, or you're staring into the camera and you have no idea what to say, and either just wasting time on that or actually ending up with not recording any videos, not creating any content. That's really, really frustrating. And the truth is that ideas come and go, and the best thing to do is to collect them into an idea box. Whenever you have whenever you have an idea for content, when you're watching a video, reading a book, listening to something, going to the gym, driving, whenever you have idea, obviously when you're driving, to stop and make notes and put it into the idea box, that content idea, because that way you won't forget it. It's gonna be on that idea box, and when you need to create content, you can just open the idea box and get inspired for a new content. The idea box is not just like random ideas that happens. It also can be filled out with through research as well. To do research, look around what your not competitors, what your basically mentors, people who are in your industry, your Dream 100 is doing, and based on that, fill up the content idea box. What I mean idea box is just a really, really simple document, either a Google document or an Evernote, something that you can reach through your mobile, through your desktop. Because if you have an idea on the go, you can use your mobile to put it in there. If you are sitting at your laptop and working, you can just put it in there. Make sure you have access whenever you have an idea to put it into the idea box. And this is a step which can be done by your team. A lot of research can be done by your team, or they have an idea and they can put it in there. Also, you can put some ideas to your idea box, and your team, basically based on the processes that you tell them what to research, what kind of content to collect into the idea box, they can do that job. Okay, does this make sense so far? Okay, let's move on to step 2, which is content calendar. This is something that's really simple, seems something really simple, but it is really essential to keep things organized, and it helps to get things done on time. And pretty much content calendar is collecting into one place when and what is going to be recorded and published. And it's pretty much that simple what I'm talking about to basically add, like, whenever you are publishing weekly or daily content, to plan it ahead to that this is the content that I'm going to publish or my team is going to publish throughout this period, the following months or even the following 1 year. You can add basically content calendar elements for holidays, when things are happening, to plan some special content for Christmas, for Valentine's Day, or whatever holiday you want to create some special content. When some special events happening, this can be even just your birthday or a conference or a workshop or a mastermind, that you plan content around those special events, and you can add them to your content calendar and plan ahead that those content are going to be recorded and published. Also, when products or service launches happen, either in your business or in a business that you're supporting, you can create content around that and add it to the content calendar as a planned activity to make that happen. I believe really in keeping things simple, so use Google Calendar or a Trello board or a spreadsheet to plan. And this is another thing that your team can do based on the processes you give them, how to plan the content calendar. Also, you can contribute to it. You can add elements to it and move basically things around, or tell your team what to do, how to do it, and they can do it for you. Okay, let's move on to step number 3, which is pre-production. This is preparation for recording. This can be a bullet point list based on the content calendar elements, like what you are going to record. You can create bullet point list, a full script, or can be slides to help you to record those videos. This is simple. Google Docs or Evernote, you can just create the bullet point scripts, slides. Okay, slides for that one, Google Slides, whatever makes it easier to record a video. Or if you are like some people, you can actually just stand up in front of a camera and start talking without any preparation. It's really up to you, but when it comes to pre-production, this is something that your team can do for you to prepare those bullet points or the script or the slides based on the process you provide. Okay, are you following this so far? Okay, step number 4 in the framework is production. Is the actually recording the videos and capturing some photos with those videos, which later in this framework, they are going to be turned into various different videos, various different photo images and thumbnails and blog posts and several other things, several other content assets. And the production, if you're starting now, just keep things simple, use the things you have. You don't need a full professional gear to actually start recording videos. You can use your smartphone. Your smartphone has a really high quality camera, or like most smartphones, or they have an HD camera that you can use to simply record the videos. I guess a really high quality video. Additionally, I would say using a tripod is a really good thing to keep things still. instead of like going around and shaking, which you can do as well. I can see quite a lot of people who does that they are moving around and talking, and they get a lot of views, and they make a lot of impact with these videos. But I would say like my preference is to actually use a tripod. And additional to your smartphone and tripod, all you need is natural light to find a well-lit spot of your office facing towards the window, and you can start recording. Additionally, I would say like having it's good to have a quality microphone, so when people listen to you, they actually hear you really well. So that's an addition that you can add to it. To be honest, it's not a big investment to get started. For example, I started with a simple tripod and a smartphone, and I did many episodes with that way, and I was just keep adding a couple of elements to it. Later on, I added a microphone, a more stable tripod, an extra light, and pretty much like apart from the phone, all the other equipment that I'm using is pretty much around $150. So you can see it's a small investment to actually even to get started. Just use what you have and just carry on. Even when you're carrying on, it doesn't have to be a huge investment. It's much more important to actually consistently recording your videos. Okay, so this is the step that is mainly on you, because you are going to be in the videos, you are going to be on the photos, so you can't really skip that part. You gotta do this part. Some of your team can help actually to prepare the area where you are recording. Well, apart from that, this is on you to actually record the videos and be on the photos. Okay, next step of the framework is post-production. This is video editing, designing, and copywriting, and creating various different content assets. This is something that is fully on your team. Don't worry about if you don't know how to video edit or design or copywriting. This is fully on your team to actually do it. Myself, I don't know how to video edit or design really. There's just to pass it onto your team, and they can create all the thumbnails, images. Just tell them what to create and what is your expectation, and they can create it for you. Various different content assets. For example, one video and a couple of images can be easily turned into 25, 30 different content assets like emails, blog posts, podcasts, various different videos, various different posts, social media posts, emails, various content assets. And as I mentioned, this is fully on your team and processes. Okay, the next one is step number 6, which is distribution. This is the most time-consuming element of all the content creation and publishing, the distribution. There are many social media platforms, many platforms where you can post. As I mentioned, social media, if you just think about the major social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all these platforms, and posting to them in various different ways. When it comes to Instagram, photos, videos. On Facebook, you can share posts, videos, images. You can podcast platforms I think there are 7-8 different podcast platforms that you can post. There are popular ones. You can send emails, to your email list, post it on blog post, post it on your blog. So you can see that this is a huge amount of work, and doing that, posting all those content is a lot of work. And this is I will get to you like how this is actually work. works. As I mentioned, various different formats, various different dates. So for example, you can post on posting on Facebook a video. That video can go out to YouTube a month later, go out as a podcast to another month later. It's not posting the same content on different platforms at the same time. It's more like spreading it out. The related content, the video goes out to Facebook, then a month later to YouTube, a month later to the podcast platforms. This way, like, people, when you go around the different platforms, they can feel that you're posting different content, different things are happening, and more likely follow you on different platforms. Okay, so yeah, most of the content and then most of the descriptions related to the content should include a call to action, which call to action points to your lead funnels or sales funnels, maybe to your website, but most importantly, lead funnels, sales funnels, those are the most important to direct the traffic into. And basically this is the step that is when automation comes into the picture. Scheduling onto the different social media platforms, sending out the emails, there are tools that you can use to manage these things and automate things to make it quicker, faster, more reliable, and take off work off you and off your team. And things that can be done by automation, your team and processes can take care of it. As I mentioned, this is the most time-consuming part of the framework, but it's not on you. It's all on automations and all on your team and processes. So pretty much once you set it up, it can just happen without you actually doing this. Okay. Are you ready for the last step of the framework, which is step 7, monetization, which can happen various different ways. I'm just gonna quickly go through like 2 main type of it. One of them is warm organic traffic. Obviously, the people who are watching your videos, listening to your podcasts, reading your blog posts, social media posts, they're getting to know you, like you, and trust you, and that's a warm audience. And those who are actually going to go through the, as I mentioned, every content should have a content, a call to action, and some of your warm traffic, warm audience, some of them will actually go to your lead funnels, sales funnels, websites, and that is basically the warm organic traffic. And beside that, it's a good way to use it, to monetize it through to turn it into warm paid traffic. So the content that, for example, Facebook is a platform where you can target the people who watched like 50% of your videos, or 75% or 90% of your videos. And those are obviously interested in that topic. They already like you somewhat. They already know you, trust you somewhat. And you can target them with paid adverts to turn it into a warm paid traffic that goes into your lead funnel, sales funnels, to your website. I mentioned twice like lead funnels and sales funnels, depending on what your goal is. Either if your aim is to get leads for your services, then you can use a lead funnel that is going to basically turn the traffic that comes through your content into leads, warm them up more, qualify them, even like follow up with them. And the sales funnel is basically, if you're selling online products, then you can use that. You can use the traffic that is coming from your content to direct into your sales funnel and make sales through that. Okay, this is another step that is automation your team and processes. Basically, once it's set up and your team know what they do, this is all can be taken care of for you by automations, your team and processes. Okay, so just a really quick recap of the framework. Step 4 is the production. That's the only step that is really on you, because you're going to be in the videos and you're going to be on the photos, so that's on you, that you need to do. And the rest of the steps in the framework is fully on automations, your team and processes. And this is the 7-step content framework that you can use as well to automate a part of your marketing and lead generation. Okay, leave us a comment. What's the best thing you learned from this episode? And before we go, let me share with you one more thing. The truth is that in today's business world, getting the right leads or not can mean the difference between growing your business or losing it. From my new book, you can find out how to ignite your automated lead generation in 15 proven steps to get leads without cold calling. If you'd like to get a free copy of that new book, then go to 47funnelsecrets.com. You can find a link in the description as well. Thank you for listening. See you at 47funnelsecrets.com.